My name is Tina. I'm going to be going live today to do some earth signs. And I've got Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And I'm going to do them in that order too. So if you're new to my channel, and then I'll timestamp these too, so whoever's watching can just come in and click right to it. It's kind of cool. I actually was checking it out. So let's see. I guess what I need to do here is find my YouTube page so I can bring up this video and talk to you guys if you want to talk. I mean, I suppose I could look at the one up there, but I can't see very. Hey, thanks for liking and welcome. It's not working on this one. Wonder why. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now if you guys want to visit, you can type to me and I will. So what I'm doing today are earth signs, and what I'm going to check on is your is like what kind of energy you might be encountering over this Mars in Gemini sitch we got going on for the next 7 months. So we're just going to address that energy for like on your spiritual level. You know what I mean? Like what that might be looking like for you guys. So we're going to start with Virgo. And I'm going to just ask in angel spirits, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is. Thank you so much for joining me and giving me clear, accurate messages about this energy of Mars and what that might look like on our spiritual journey so that we can embrace the energy and work with it to the best for our highest good and growth. Thank you so much. Okay, so so it looks like there are some things that you've been thinking about, dreaming about, wondering about. It could be about love. It could be about your life. They could be about where to go from here. I see you having some possible chakra blockages, and that's been coming out. So I feel like it is. So the chakra system, let me just say a couple of things of what I believe about the chakra system. It is one of the ways that our soul talks to us, like lets us know something is wrong, something feels good, something is right. You know what I mean? It's those feelings we get all through our body, you know? And so I feel like there's something coming up that possibly is going to be a pretty deep wounding, like family, love. It's something that you're not going to really want to speak about, or you haven't been able to actually really speak your truth on it. It's a deep wound. It could be like childhood wounding or anything like that. The reason that this is coming up, and you're going to look at it head on, and it could very well be during that Mars in Gemini retrograde, because retrograde does bring back stuff from our past, you know. And so depending on, you know, what that looks like according to your own birth chart and the houses that it's in and all that, you know, that might look different for everybody. But what I think it might be is about a family situation. Because the Four of Wands is about your home life, you know, a happy, stable home. And the Two of Cups is about a partnership. It's about a soul family member. So there's something here that's hurt you really deep that you haven't really, I don't think you've actually fully accepted whatever it is, you know, because I'm seeing this refusing to see card, which is the Two of Swords. And like you have your third eye completely blocked off, and your third eye as well, and your crown as well, you see. Like nothing can get in because you have on this like metal helmet on your head. So like you're blocking yourself from seeing the truth of something about, probably about a very old wound, you know. It doesn't surprise me here that this one of the colors on this challenging time is blue. That's your throat chakra, and so we know that Mars is going to be in Gemini, right? Communication, and that's the throat chakra, you know. So it's going to be something that's deep. It's something that maybe you don't even know is a problem, but this is your soul letting you know that it is. It's a problem. It's something you've never accepted yet. I think you're on the verge of accepting something. I'm not, it's about some kind of soul relationship, you know? And I feel like there's a giant growth spurt, a giant awakening. Like that spirit coming and just, I mean, really literally lighting your whole world up, you know? You're seeing something that you've never ever seen before, and it's coming straight from you. This is a really powerful energy here. And I did all the water ones this morning, and this is honestly, this is the most beautiful display of transformation I've ever seen in a card read, you know. And what it starts about, what it starts from this place of like confronting this shadow side of you, the moon card, the things that you don't see about yourself, the things that you don't realize, you don't fully grasp the reality of who you are, how beautiful you are, and what your role is in this universe, you know? You don't realize it. You're refusing to see it. So I see you needing some, you know, throat chakra work. And off the top of my head, I actually am going to do some more research on the chakras. I did a couple of lower chakras last night. I did some research on them because, I mean, sometimes things will happen or we'll be sick in some way and we don't understand what it is. It could very well be your soul trying to like let you know something. So I feel like it's really important to start paying attention to your body and your chakra field. And because I feel like that's how your soul is going to let you know some pretty serious things. Yeah, so confronting the shadow here. Interesting, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck and out comes the moon card. This is like confronting your human side, your fears, your worries, you know. This is actually like it's your fears and your spirit. You're actually kind of looking face to face, kind of like this card. You know, look at how small those fears are compared to that giant, huge soul. I also see a kid in this. Like, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I was looking super hard at it one night. And I was like, you know, I feel like that's a kid. So I really do feel like this is a lot about some kind of inner child wounding. Like I said, hurts your heart. It's deep. It's family. It could be about a lover, but I'm getting more family, like inner child, sibling love, something like that, you know? It's something that you've been ignoring. It's something that has challenged you. And actually, I feel like it's something that made you feel small, possibly even your whole life. Like scared to step forward and rule your own life. You know, you've kind of been in the background of it, like kind of just watching everybody else, you know? Remember how small this piece is, this shadow, this fear, in comparison to who you really are, which is the beautiful soul, this beautiful ball of light that is you, you know? But so far, you've been back here. See, I'm going to cover this up so you can really see what I'm saying. This guy is in the shadows. This guy's enlightened. He's got a new scroll of knowledge. He's finding out something brand new about himself, about his magnificence, and about his divinity. The Emperor is the divine masculine. So I do see you stepping forward in your own life. And I see once that happens, I do see alignment. I see alignment that begins in your root chakra. Um, what brings on this is you're manifesting something. You're manifesting balance and love and solidarity in your foundation, which is your base chakra, your root chakra. It's red. It's red, and you're manifesting it. You're manifesting it through everything you do from here on out. Like from here on out, like you're having a huge awakening here. And so from here on out, everything you do is fair. It's coming from love. And what you're going to notice is that that's exactly what you're going to receive as well. Like life is going to change for you. And it's all about this old wound. It's old wounds. It's something about love. Probably, I'm feeling like this. I'm just going to say what I'm getting here. I feel like this is about a mother, or like the lack of nurturing from someone. Like maybe you just weren't heard. You weren't heard in your family. It kind of, I don't know. I feel like it kind of blocked you off, kind of put you in this place kind of all by yourself. And why I'm feeling like that is because of this moon card. Like that tiny shadow, you know, when you look at it very, very close, it looks like a little kid. A little kid who is scared and feeling alone, you know? So I feel like there's something in your childhood that's going to be coming up for you. And it might be during that not Mercury, but during the Mars retrograde through Gemini. It might be that, I don't know what's good. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can clarify like what that might actually look like. Because I'm feeling like something's going to come back around. Like whether it's like somebody from your past or something. I feel like too, like this could be just like something that goes on inside of you. Like I don't really see like a confrontation with anyone besides you, you know? But I feel like you're going to be dealing with some energy. And it's energy that you dealt with as a kid. It makes you feel that similar way, you know, that some kind of fear, alone, maybe even if like afraid of the dark kind of feeling, okay? And I don't know if you know, if that's for someone specific, but I just feel like there's something inside of you that you've kept to yourself for such a long time. And I feel like it's coming up to be reprocessed, to be reprogrammed in your filing cabinet of your brain. You know what I mean? It's going from this dark place of like, I have to hide this, into another place over here, because I feel like this time around, I feel like you do something different, Taurus. I feel like you do something different in this situation that makes you feel like you did when you were a kid. You know, you create a different reality because of your own response to this situation. So I feel like something's going to come up for you, and it's going to remind you of something that makes you feel very small and alone and afraid. And there is something that's changing inside of you, and you're going to respond different, and then you have a whole new story from there. You know what I mean? Your whole root chakra is aligned. I'm seeing it right here. It's all because you're manifesting this six of pentacles. This is what you're doing in the emperor role. You know, this is what you're doing. Is you're giving and taking equally. Okay. So that's your spiritual stuff through Mars. Let's look at your love. Want to see what's happening in love? I know everybody wants to know about love. So, Spirit, tell me what's happening for Taurus in love over the next, I guess we're looking for, let's do September. Let's just do for September what's happening. Ace of Cups. New love. Oh my God, you're manifesting it, or Spirit is sending it to you. I see you actually being in the hangman's position. So this new love comes in and you're thinking about stuff. You're getting enlightened in this hangman position. You're also 8 of Wands. You're working with Spirit. You're getting Spirit incoming, you know? You're getting Spirit incoming knowledge with those wands, and you're pointing it to yourself. So you're working, and in comes this new cup of love. So let's see what it looks like. Well, it begins with the 9 of Cups. This is like wish fulfillment. Why wouldn't it be, since you're the one manifesting it with that 8 of Wands? Like the 8 of Wands is about you and the Spirit doing something together. I see the wands as being spirit power. And I feel like that's what she's doing, and she's got 8 wands, and she has them lining up so that the magic is pointing towards her. So she's working with Spirit to get all of her wishes. Like, she's thinking long and hard about the stuff that she wants. She's getting clarity on what it means to be in a relationship. And 5 of Wands. Learn to cooperate with someone. Learn to, here's a good one, learn to love the way they chew food, so that you don't want to shove the spoon down their neck. You want to know something funny? My daughter called me one time. She was just a young newlywed, and she called me and she was crying, and she couldn't stand the way he slurped his cereal, and she said she wanted to shove the spoon down his throat. I've never laughed so hard in my whole life as that. So I feel like this 5 of Wands is showing like 5 people learning to sing together. and that it takes work, it takes dedication, it takes practice. And I feel like you have clarity on that for some reason. Like you've been thinking about what you want with this Eight of Wands and Nine of Cups. You know what you want. And you're willing to put in the work. You want to now. Because you know what you want. King of Wands, King of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or you could just be like understanding exactly what you want, King of Wands, and only taking that, not taking less. Cutting out things, people, places, old beliefs that don't serve you anymore, you know? So I see at the bottom of the deck the Two of Cups. So you definitely have someone coming in that's a really good match for you. Four of Wands. This card breathes like mutual love and respect. This is a really awesome energy. And this is what this whole story that I'm reading is about, is these two cards. It's about finding this person that makes you feel balanced, and they love you and you love them, you know? They want to do nice stuff for you, and you want to do nice stuff for them. Not because they want to, but because you want to. Okay. Tell me more about this King of Swords. What is that here for, Spirit? Well, he's coming in. Knight of Swords. I feel like he's coming in kind of fast, Taurus. I feel like this is a pretty good, sturdy individual. I see movement, yeah. Six of Swords. So I don't know, are you going on a vacation possibly? You might meet this person on a vacation, or if you're moving, or you're going somewhere calm. Maybe you're at the lake or something like that, somewhere by water. But you could run into this person. And honestly, it's really a beautiful relationship. I mean, it makes you happy like the sun. It's the happiest card in the deck. And it makes you happy. I also see like there's a spirit right in that sun. You see that bird? Like that is a soul-led thing. Double confirmation for that Six of Swords. I have a feeling that this is going to be like a divine timing thing. I think you're both going to be at the right place at the right time. This is something really beautiful. Could be a Cancer. I see this happening pretty quickly with the Chariot card. And it is going to be victorious. It's very soul-led. You know, this card usually has a black pony and a white pony. But but for some reason, this came out for this reading, and it's got two white ponies. Okay, so white horses represent spirit. I feel like this person is spirit-led, and so are you. Like, you guys are completely on the same page. You're on the same page. You might actually either work with this person or be, you know, like somehow something. Let's see. Because I see the Eight of Pentacles. So it might be at a work thing. Maybe somebody drives a white car too. See if I see anything else. Okay, so this is about, I feel like this relationship is really going to bring a lot of like balance to you, you know. You're manifesting it yourself. Like I said, I see the number one Magician card out here now, but we had the Eight of Wands with you pointing them at yourself. You're really doing this yourself, and you know exactly what you want. You're willing to put in the work for it, and it's coming. And it is a beautiful soul connection. I can see it all over the place here. So let me look at the signs that it could be. Like, I'll just see if anything's jumping out at me. So I see Libra, I see Gemini, I see Leo, I see Leo twice, I see Cancer. All the air signs are here, as well as water. There's a lot of water here. So that's for you, Gemini. Let me see what you guys have to say. Temple Morrow. I'm gonna pull a couple of cards for you. Hey everybody, thanks for liking the video. I sure appreciate it. I am going to pull cards for Temple Morrow about your person, and I'm going to ask one question. I'm going to ask, what's your person feeling about you? Okay, Temple? Temple Morrow. How does her person feel about her? They're afraid to contact you. I feel like he found something out, and I don't know. I think they're very attracted to you, and he wishes he could take back whatever happened. That's what I am seeing for you, Temple. Colin. It says, I love you. I know I messed everything up. I couldn't let you get close to me. That's what I'm getting off of the hidden message for Colin. I have a card pulled for me, please, and thank you. I'm actually doing readings for Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I think I just did Taurus. Man, I don't even know what I just did. I think I did do Taurus. Well, I guess if you guys want personal or like card pulls or whatever, I could do that, but I'm actually doing like sign readings, so I could do the card pulls for you guys at the end, if that's okay with you. So I feel like the first reading I did was for Taurus. So let's see. I'm gonna look at the clock. Okay, thank you, Lori. God, I get so confused because I meant to do Virgo first. So I'm going to go 30, 39 for Virgo. All right, so we are going to go into I'm going to ask the moon deck about Virgo, and I'm going to ask about the energy with Mars and what that might look like, what they might be looking at as they go through this energy for Virgo. Okay, so, all right, so it looks like you got to release you got 2 release cards. What do you need to release? And it's time to release. All right, so obviously what I'm going to guess here is probably that, you know, something's going to come up during that Mars retrograde. Or honestly, I'm asking about Mars retrograde, but the Uranus is going into retrograde like day after tomorrow. And I think that's going to be a real shocking energy. And so I'm just trying to stick with Mars here, but I feel with retrogrades, what happens is things come up from our past. And since that is going into retrograde in 2 days, you know, this could very well be what Spirit wants to talk about. It doesn't really matter which planet's doing it, you know. But Uranus is like the planet of like shock and awe, you know. So what do you need to release, Virgo? And then the other card is you need to release negativity. So I feel like we're going to probably be finding a little more out about that. Okay, I feel like what you need to release is something from the past, 7 of Cups. Something that wasn't fair. But you never really found the justice in it. You never really understood the lesson. You never really felt like it was a blessing. It hurts you still. You know what I mean? So that means it's still attached to you, even though maybe you don't even realize it. Subconsciously, it still affects you. And you have yourself really, really walled off, like and I'm not even saying like I feel like this energy is a bad energy. It's not. But it's like no one can really touch you. Like you are so in deep, like with your soul. You're so in, let me show you. You're in this beautiful spot. But you see, you can't be touched by anyone. And I feel like what that is something from the past that hurt you. It's something you think about. I feel like it's something that you wanted to work out and it just didn't, you know, and it hurts you still. Yeah, I see deep pain here with the Three of Swords. So that's pretty much what's happening here. Like you've got this huge, and you've just blocked yourself completely off from everything and everyone, you know? So I feel like probably what's going to happen is you're going to be introduced to a few energies here. That spirit is going to, I feel like you're going to be working really hard on this. You know, I feel like you're going to work really hard to get into this King of Swords energy. This is a great energy. Because, I mean, he's just fair. He's fair and he's righteous and he's spirit guided. He's tapped into nature. Who wouldn't want to be this guy? So what I see is you tapping into this energy. I feel like you're working on it. And that's how you're going to let go of the negativity, is by just kind of wearing that energy for a while. That's what spirit does for us, you know? They just come in and they give us some kind of energy, and then we're able to do what we feel like we want to do. It gives us the courage, the strength, the knowledge, and the confidence. Confidence, yeah. I see it's once you release this stuff, you have a brand new beginning. I feel like the way you see things is going to look different. I feel like your wishes are all going to be able to come true. I feel like it's all coming in with this King of Swords energy. The King of Swords is not afraid to take out whatever doesn't fit his life anymore, that things that don't propel him forward, that he just says goodbye. He's not attached, he's not emotional. And I feel like you're probably going to really get a good dose of that energy. It is Gemini energy. It could be Mars bringing it for you. I think that's pretty good. And I think what's happening for you in a nutshell is that you're just releasing a bunch of negative energy that doesn't serve you anymore. You know, people, places, things, ideas. That's what's happening. And I feel like that light is super bright. Is that better? It's like it was like right in my eyes. All right, so now we're going to look at love for Virgo. Love for Virgo. What's coming for singles love? It's singles only. Not doing marital problems. This is singles only. Ooh, yeah, I see you manifesting a Four of Wands relationship. I see you deciding to invest in yourself here. I really see you tapping into your intuition. This is a really magical deck. I see you tapping into all of your magical energies, you know? So, let's see. I feel like you've graduated something. Like you have, this is probably after you've let go of that negativity in that first spread, you know? And then in comes, like, once you get clear and you get all that negative energy out of your energy, that's when you're able to manifest things that you want. And what you're wanting here, what I see, is a person who loves you, respects you as much as you. Like, you guys just almost feed off of each other's love. You know, it's really beautiful. You love yourselves as well, you know, but that's how come you can so freely give it to one another, because it's like the beautiful Four of frickin' Wands relationship, and you, my friend, are manifesting it here. Do you see that? First two cards out. What you want is this kind of relationship with mutual, mutual respect and love, you know. And then you got the Two of Wands. I feel like honestly, I feel like also this person that you're manifesting chooses you. Like they don't have any other choice. They don't want any other choice. You're the choice. I think they see you as beautiful and magical and wonderful and psychic. I feel like there's a deeper connection between the two of you. And I also see the sun. Like this relationship provides you both with clarity and love and happiness and joy. I see you celebrating here because you ended this cycle in that first spread and you're beginning a new cycle with this Four Wands person, you know? I mean, it's your person. This kind of love, I just so much love this card. The way they look at each other in this card, and like you can see whoever did that artwork was amazing, because the looks on their faces and in their eyes are just like, like who wouldn't want that? Okay, so Capricorn would be next. Let's see. So I actually, you guys that want readings, I do have a Venmo. It's in the About Me section, I think. So you could certainly Venmo me. I would appreciate that so much. You can just write donation if there's somewhere to write something. I would appreciate all that love and support. Okay, Capricorn. What's going on with Mars? What's going on with Mars and Gemini for Cappy? Oh yeah, you're walking away from something. You are. What do you... We'll clarify here. Well, it's something, some kind of fear. Some kind of fear. And it's also something you've been hanging on to. It's something that maybe you missed the opportunity, or you might feel like you did. So maybe you left something and then you go through this period like you're like, shit, I don't know if I should have done that or not. My hair today. should I had a hat. Okay, maybe I'll put these sunglasses up. Maybe I'll hold it up. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so what I see is like there was a tower, and you're starting to rebuild, which makes sense that you're having to walk away, because your heart chakra's hurting. It's out of a balance. It's out of alignment. I see that Spirit wants me to let you know this is all about higher learning and for your growth. It's whatever happened here. It was really important for you to go through this lesson. And that's probably got every single thing to do with the Mars thing. But look what's at the bottom of the deck is this beautiful blossom card. So I feel like what is kind of happening here is like a full-on awakening. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me with all these crazy planet activities. We're all being awakened up. Are you guys ready? Set? Because it's happening. So what I see you doing here is walking away from something. There could have been something that was hidden. There could be some kind of fear that you have that made you walk away. But what I think is there could be a fear that you did the wrong thing. You're second guessing yourself. You're like, I don't know if I did the right thing. Like, what if that was a gift for me from the universe and I just threw it away? Here's what I want you to know. Even if it was a gift from the universe and you said no to it, it will come back around for sure. Like, there will be some other thing. If it's meant to be, it will be. I would say that if you walked away from something, it's because somebody's not ready. Somebody hasn't grown to their full potential. Maybe it's you. It looks here like you've got some healing to do, you know? And I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 out of 8, no, 5 out of 8 cards are major arcanas, which tells me that all of this is part of your plan. That's what major arcanas are. It was meant for you to go through the tower moment so that you could walk away, so that you could face this fear, so that you could understand and realize that you don't have to second guess yourself. You did something because you felt it, because you needed to. You might have even felt it in your heart chakra. Like this, I don't know what it is. It feels familiar, but it makes me feel some type of way. It makes your throat chakra clogged off. Like you're almost afraid to speak your truth. It makes your heart hurt. And it's deep. It's a sacral chakra wounding here. And all of this Spirit wants you to know. It's for your higher learning so that you can grow here in this 20 card. You know, it's all about the higher learning. I do feel like you have something to teach. And it might be about detaching. Okay, so just FYI, I don't know why I got that, but I feel like there might be something there. Like you worked through some really hard shit, or you're gonna through this the next 7 months or so with this Mars thing. It's probably deep wounding, like childhood wounding, or like some kind of mommy daddy issue, something like that. I think it goes even deeper than like a relation, like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship. I feel like it's way deeper than that. It's your own childhood, and I feel like you work your way through all of this energy, and you figure out how to take yourself and look from another perspective. Like you have this ability to what's happening here? Did I lose my... No, I didn't. I thought maybe I lost my internet. I couldn't see. But anyway, I see you like getting this ability to like detach yourself from something so that you can see something else. Like and I think that's what you're going to be teaching about. I think this whole lesson, or this whole thing about questioning yourself, about facing your fear of like maybe not trusting yourself. That's what I'm hearing. You made a decision and now you're second guessing yourself. I feel like there's a lesson there for you. So get ready for that. And then I also feel like you're rebuilding from something, from whatever this is. Whether this was something that happened as a child, because that's kind of what I'm getting, but it might be resurfacing its ugly head in your life now, in your world right now, or coming up, And I feel like, it's familiar, and it tugs at your heart. It makes you get like you can't speak. But it is for your higher learning, and it's for a higher purpose for you. I feel like you're going to be teaching people how to maneuver this energy on their own, letting go of whatever this is. It's a deep wound, sacral chakra. So it could be anything, It could be a marriage or whatever, but it's just got a feel to it that's more like, childhood. Okay. Love for Cappy. Well, so far I see the Queen of Pentacles. I guess that's your energy enough, isn't it? Yeah. So you're showing up strong, solid, grounded, loving on yourself. I feel like you've got a lot of options. I don't think you like blab about it, but I feel like there's a lot of people who admire you. I think you can have your pick of the crop. I think you're riding high in a beautiful, beautiful energy with a lot of love and Gaia kind of energy around you. Maybe doing a lot of meditating. I don't think you worry about wishes anymore. Because they're right at the tip of your fingers. God, you are really tapped in, Capricorn. I feel like you're being told some new things by spirit. You're going to be, boy, this is almost a continuation of the love read or the spiritual reading. That feels like that. I feel like there's something that you're working on, something that you're transforming. I am asking about love for Capricorn, but what I feel like is like you're kind of just working on yourself and like your money and you're transforming your own self into something really strong and beautiful. And right about this time is when this perfect match is going to come in. I'm not even teasing about these cards. So we've got a perfect match here coming in. And the thing is you're not really even looking for it. You're sitting here in your own energy, just kind of digging on your life. You know, you're content. You're really tapped in. Really tapped in. And you got a lot of choices. Like, and you know it. But it's not like it's something that you... you're very humble about it. Humble. And I see you tapping in a lot, asking for Spirit's guidance. I don't think it's about love. But as you do that, you start being blessed by Spirit. I mean, it's like love just raining down on you from the universe. 9 of Cups. You feel very content here. Look at that card. Look at how content you are. That's why when it starts raining down all this love, you're just in the receiving position. And you're just like blown away by all these gifts. These are gifts of love from the universe just raining down on you, Capricorn. All right. So what I see as the only, so then these 3 cards come out. So I see you working on yourself, understanding, like you are amazing and you're understanding it. And then we've got this 9 of Wands. And I feel like this is what you're thinking about. And this is what is transforming, is this 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is a lot of times a card of feeling like a victim. Like, why does everything bad have to happen to me? But something's transforming here with the 10 of Swords. Really big time. It's changing. And you're in the Hangman position, so you're still talking to Spirit. This is where we get enlightened. And you're all of a sudden seeing that everything that ever happened to you as a kid or just in your whole life journey was planned, was a gift, Um, and you suddenly realize the value in it, the value of your life path, the value of every shitty thing that ever happened. You accept it. You accept the soul plan. You realize, like, you just realize it finally. And then here comes your soulmate, your perfect vibe match, the King of Pentacles. Let me see. Tell me what the Wheel of Fortune. So it's destined. What I was gonna ask was, tell me the outcome. Okay. It's the Two of Cups. It's a Two of Cups relationship. It's a soul friend. They could be younger than you, or they might have a child. It could be an Aries. They're definitely not married. They're single too. And they're very tapped into spirit as well. And I see this being a spirit guided relationship. Wow. That's a freaking cool reading, Capricorn. I kind of want to be you. Capricorn's my north, my south node, I mean. I don't even know what that means, Bert. Okay, so let me look at these chatters here. Let's see what anybody says. Beth Price. Colin, if you're still here, I'm just hearing, like, I was looking at your, and I think I already pulled cards for you, but if I'm just like listening to spirit right now without even pulling cards, I'm gonna say that here, I'll just yeah, I feel like you need to go inside with spirit. The Hermit card comes up here, and figure out, you know, what you think that love really is, and what stability feels like to you, and if you're having that, or if you're coming out of fear. I also feel like if there's some kind of pullback from one energy, like if somebody leaves you or whatever, I feel like it's important to try and just let that go and go with the flow of it, because if you're some kind of magnetically connected or something, what would draw that person to come back to you is them not feeling your energy. So try to stop yourself from thinking about them. Keep it focused on other stuff. Focus on stuff that's going to propel you forward and upward, and not being focused on that. A lot of times I feel like spirit will take people out of our lives when we're paying too much attention to that instead of our own damn journey. Like, you know, we have a plan, and let's face it, we don't have a whole long time on this earth, you know. I mean, maybe 80, 90 years if we're lucky. And so maybe just till tomorrow, you know, just none of us really know. So I feel like, you know, life is short and you have lots of lessons to learn. We all do. And sometimes spirit will take someone out of our life so that we can stop thinking about them and start watching our own path and paying attention to nature around us and what it's saying, and our chakra system and what it's saying, and what our body is telling us about ourselves, and, you know, and enjoying each one of those beautiful gifts, you know, instead of spending all that energy on this person who walked away, you know, for whatever reason. If spirit removes someone from your life, then walk away. You know, you can't You know, I don't know if this was for you or not, but I did get a song and it's on the playlist. I have a playlist of songs that I get channeled to me, like I wake up in the middle of the night. And maybe this song was for you and I never did understand why, but it's a song called I Can't Make You Love You. You can't make I can't make you love me if you don't. I can't make your heart feel something that it won't. So you can't force somebody to love you. And if they're walking away and saying, like, look, I don't want to do this, you owe it to your own self to just walk the other way and not like sit around and wait, not spend any more energy. Like, start focusing on something that turns you on, you know? Like, what do you like to do? You like to play music, you like to paint, you like to write poetry, whatever it is, you know, do that. Focus on those things that light up your soul instead of like focusing on, you know, it's like all those cards in the tarot, like that Four of Pentacles, like, you know, like you're sitting there looking at this and there's a new offer behind you, like, you know, and you're like ignoring the new offer. Or you made the decision to walk away and then you doubt yourself, you know, like you seriously doubt your own self. Okay, so let's see, Christopher, Goosebumps. My grandma's name is Tina. She was a medium. You look like her. I dreamed of her last night. Oh my God. I love her. She is in my heart always. Oh, Christopher, thank you. I am a grandma. I am. I have 11 grandkids. Okay, Christopher. Let's see if we can tap into Grandma. Christopher. Grandma messages for Christopher Spirit. Are you still there, Christopher? I hope so. I'm going to write that down, though, so I can... So... Shoot. I don't know what happened. And... Oh, there it is. 102. Well, I got the moon card here. There's a lady standing in front of the moon. I feel like there's something coming that you don't see. She wants to tell you about it. It's going to shock you. It might be some sort of message. It's a message of love. I feel like she's with you while you're healing. She says there's something you need to let go of. Someone wasn't treating you right, Christopher. I don't know who this is. It could be this Knight of Wands. But I feel like you're healing from it, or you're going to soon. But there's going to be a brand new beginning here. And there's somebody coming in who's a true Empress. That's a Taurus or Cancer vibration. You might have to make a decision that's kind of hard to make. But Something's going to be made fair. Now, this could be something that she's talking about from childhood, because I see the Six of Cups. So I feel like now that I'm looking at all of this stuff, I feel like something happened to you maybe as a child. And I feel like you haven't healed from it. You haven't let it go. But I think you're going to find the strength in a dream. I think they're going to, maybe your grandma. It could be during like maybe the next full moon. Maybe you need to talk to her, you know? I feel like she's trying to guide you and help you. I feel like this is a really hard thing for you to really release. This could be, like I said, something could be from your childhood. It could be something about your mom. I've got the Empress here, which is mother energy. Then I have the Six of Cups, which is child energy. And then I have the Standing Stone, which is justice and fairness and understanding that fairness. Understanding why something happened and then being able to release it. I feel like you could be getting clarity, and I think you're definitely going to okay, I feel like you can reach her, and I feel like I don't know, I feel like this vibration, and I feel like you can reach her, and it's by, honestly, it's by going up in vibration. You see her climbing up this big hill, and she's going toward the top up here. Okay, this would be you, and this would be a path. You need to go up in vibration toward the light with intention. You know what I mean? Get comfortable. Close your eyes. Deep breathe. Don't think about anything but your breath. All the way in as slow as you can, all the way out as slow as you can. Try and keep doing that. Try and keep doing that. And then go up about halfway up this mountain. Maybe like right to here. And wait. And a spirit guide will meet you there and walk you the rest of the way. It might even be your grandma. Okay? That's what I have for you. Christopher, I hope that made sense. And Beth, I don't even know what to say to you, man. There's so much information. I don't even know. I'll just draw a couple of cards and get some spirit advice, okay? I know life can be hard. I feel like the only control we have over stuff is how we respond. And what I know in my head about how we respond to people is if we always come from a place of love, it's never wrong, you know? It means we won't do any harm if we're coming from a real solid place of love. Love do no harm, you know? Okay, honey, so what I get here, I see a 10 of Pentacles, so I don't know if your money is really good or if it's going to be your family, but I do feel like it's been a burden. I see the 10 of Wands here. I also see the Queen of Swords, and I feel like the Queen of Swords is saying that it's really important for you right now because of this big burden and everything. Like, it's a physical burden right now. And I feel like your spirit guides, your higher self, and all that is trying to ask you to please remove your emotions and your heart out of this situation and make decisions that suit you. You've been carrying this load for a super long time. And I feel like you need to cut it loose so that you can get to this 10 of Pentacles. I don't know what you're hanging on to here, but I feel like you got to cut it out before you can move forward. I feel like you have to surrender here. Surrender whatever this relationship is, whatever this hardship is. I feel like you just need to like get into a surrender position, like spirit. Like, have you ever looked at this Queen of Cups? Those are tears all the way up to her elbows, you know? So she's like drowning in emotion. And so what she does is she just has to give it to, you know, spirit and just say, like, I surrender the outcome of this. I'm not going to try and control what happens. I'm not going to try and control what happened, how, if they come back or if they don't. I'm not even going to lose a minute's sleep. You've got to take this from me now, spirit. You need to talk to your higher self. You need to talk to angels and ancestors, you know. Ancestors are pretty powerful, and I work with them all the time. And I don't know if you know, like, great-grandparents or great-greats or anything like that. But if you know them by name, call them out, and they will be there. They're almost like an army. You can feel them. I can see them out of my peripheral. You know, when I ask them to come with me to do something that's really hard. That's happened to several times, you know, in my life. And I feel like once you surrender this relationship or the outcome of it, I'm not saying that it has to be over, but you worrying about it and you crying about it and you, like, it'll make you sick if you worry too much about somebody else's behavior. Like, all you can do is respond out of love, and I mean this in the kindest way. Respond out of love for yourself, first and foremost. Like, when someone treats us like shit, we believe we're shit. And I just feel like maybe that's what's going on here for you. You know, I'm like reading and I can tell like you're upset. I can feel it in your words. You know, something is off. You're burdened, you're scared, like you can't sleep, you know? And Spirit is asking you to just please surrender the outcome of this. Like, just, and let that, take the heart out for a minute and use your head. Let me see, Spirit. Show me this relationship. Show me what's happening in her relationship right now. So you have someone maybe that is making you an option. That's what it looks like to me. Like, I feel like they come in, but deep down, they have other options. That's what I see. I feel like they're juggling you. I feel like they come and go. I feel like they don't stick around. And I feel like you love them very much. I feel like you feel like it's a perfect bonded relationship, you know? And maybe it is. You know, maybe it is. But there's something going on here that fucking needs to change. It's hurting you, you know? I see you being successful in love and money and spiritual unity with yourself. But it's going to require you to do a couple of things. You got to reach a couple of energies here, and they're both queens. Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups. I feel like I want to tell you to start loving yourself. I want you to start looking in the mirror and reminding yourself of how come you're important, you know? You said you're a mama, right? Super important for you to be calm and stable, grounded when you're a mom. And I feel like whatever is going to happen with this energy is just, it's going to happen, and you're going to have to, I feel like you're probably going to have to surrender the outcome. You're going to have to take your heart out of it. You're going to have to use your noggin. What's best for me? What's going to make me go forward? How am I going to grow the best? This is stunting your growth right now. The way this feels, I can feel it. You know? It's stunting you. The Queen of Swords is all about cutting out things that don't serve them anymore. Beth. I think I'm talking to Beth. So, I feel like you... Look what's happening once you release it. Ten of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Six of Wands. Success. But you gotta release the outcome of this relationship. You gotta quit putting any energy into it. Whatever energy you put into this relationship with the worry and the heavy load, the burden of it, put that into yourself. Put that same amount of energy. How many hours a day do you worry about this, dude? You know? You said you couldn't sleep, I feel like I read that. So if you're not sleeping, you're spending roughly 6 hours just during the night thinking about this person. What if you spent 6 hours a day doing stuff you love? Nurturing yourself? I don't know. It's just some thoughts. Okay, Julie. 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 I see you changing some energy up. I see you... I feel like you're really investing in yourself right now. And I feel like you're manifesting a relationship where you each have your own independence. This is your wish fulfillment. I do see it coming in really quick. I think that you've been thinking about it for a long time. Could be an air sign, could be a Virgo, but it's definitely a fated relationship of some kind. This is a relationship that's fair and equal, and it's because you've changed some kind of energy, and now you're attracting a different person, a different vibe, and it's a good one. It's a good one. It could be Aquarius, Gemini, any pentacle, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you, Julie. And I'm going to do one more for Lori. Let's do Lori. Hope you're still on, Lori. I'll be bringing you some kind of cool message here. Thank you for all you personal reads that donated to my Venmo. I appreciate your support so much. Every little bit helps. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Lori. What's happening for Lori over the next few weeks? I feel like you're kind of trying to find some balance in something. I feel like also making some decisions. It could be about love. I feel like love is pretty much like feeling like a struggle, and sometimes it feels like it's too much work. It's not that you can't make it work, but I don't know if you really want to. Queen of Swords. I feel like you do have something in mind with the Nine of Cups. I feel like you have something very specific in mind that you're after in the love department. And it's because you've been kind of looking through your past. You know, you've been looking at your loves, your different kinds of love, and what that looked like, and what kind of love is it that you're interested in, you know? Let's see here. I feel like you've been meditating a lot, or will be, and it's all about like finding some new kind of power in a relationship with spirit as well. I feel you are going to be coming into some really good confidence about yourself, and it's because of your abilities. You're learning new abilities. I think I've been saying this for you for quite a while. I feel like maybe, you know, hands, something. Yeah, you're getting like incoming knowledge, stuff. It's information about your own self that you didn't even know. I feel like it sort of scares you. This is definitely a metaphysical kind of waking up, right? As far as love's concerned, I see love coming in, and it is going to be fair. And Ten of Pentacles. I don't know who this is, but could be a Libra, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's definitely bringing in some kind of solidarity and in your home. Four Wands. It could be with someone you already know. Like, could be somebody from your childhood. This could also, honestly, this fairness could even be with one of your kids or something like that, because the Four of Wands is about a happy, stable home. So I feel like something happening that's going to bring that in with somebody from your past. This could be a child. It could be a parent, like inner parent wounding or whatever. But I feel like Spirit is guiding you somewhere really good. Power 3, Lori. And I feel like, you know, this could even be you and your two sisters. you know, with the power of 3 here. Like a beautiful bond forming that gives you that feeling of peace and security in your own home. 10 of Pentacles, you know. Things look fair. You feel free. You feel like you know, things are just starting over brand new. I feel like you feel like a new person. And, so that's what I see for you, Lori. So I guess what I'm going to do now is I am going to end the video, and I want to thank all of you for joining me and for liking and for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, welcome to my family. Welcome to my tarot tribe. I really hope that you dig the light messages, because I really like to stay in the light. And so I hope that that's your cup of tea, because it's certainly mine. And so welcome to all of you, and thank you all for the donations, for the likes, for the comments, and for the shares. I appreciate all of you so very much, and I'm sending you love and light. Bye.